All right. I have watched a number of reactions to, as well as just listened to the track of, the now ubiquitous and somewhat viral Melle Mel response to Eminem. And I've seen a lot of people clowning him. So I'm not going to listen to it for you. You can look it up. Um, there's a lot more to it than people are giving it. They're just looking at the lyrics, they're not looking at the rest of it. The cadence, the flow, the different little things he does where they're making fun of him counting to eight. He's There is more than just lyrics to his diss. The general the general cadence to the main verse is, from what I can tell, the same or similar to something that Dre used in Express Yourself, which is a very commercial piece. He's all talking about don't do drugs, and the next album was all smoke weed every day. So, in his diss to Eminem, he rapped like Dre. And you can listen to his tonation, the intonation of his voice and what he's doing. And he's like, ooh, 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 I'm still not taking you serious. That's what he's doing. So this is obviously a one-shot freestyle as well. This was not, I don't think, something, he had a couple of things in his mind. It was like, all right, cool, let's do it. And the only thing that I can say is a real fault, or a stumble of any kind, is where he gets the name wrong. Because I think he was trying to remember Marshall, and instead was thinking of the last name Mathers, and said something that sounds like Matthews or Mathers together. But it is borderline whack. I just think that there is a lot more subtle referencing going on in what and how. It's like gang members speaking with sign language across the street from each other, kind of thing, in the references he's making. There are other messages being laid down there than just the lyrics. And it was actually ROM, the artist, or was it artist or MC uh, reaction channel, that he and I'm not sure who the girl was that's on the channel with him there right now, but was they were both big Eminem fans, and like there were references to things in Eminem's music showing that Melle Mel had listened to Eminem's music before, and like it's a lot of it is almost like he doesn't have the heart to actually say anything negative, or has nothing actually negative to say, but he's like, bro, you're gonna diss me, let me throw some shit at you. um it is not the best, but Eminem is the best. So I mean, what do you expect? I think a lot of people are jumping on the bandwagon with just, based on what the words say. Well, I don't know what words to use. Isn't that a thing that he said? If I was going to make a diss track, it'd just be that on a loop with me going or something. So, I mean, respect the freestyle, respect the fact that it still flows, respect the fact that he made reference to Eminem's producer, the reason he's in the game. There's other subtle things. I'm pretty sure he says kick black, not kickback. And like I said, there's all kinds of the Pee Wee Herman thing from the ROM reaction, the girl realized that he dressed up as Pee Wee at one point in, or something like, or the fact that she had thought he looked like Pee Wee but blonde when he first came onto the scene with the whole wife beater and jeans thing. And like, this dude was making reference back to the beginning of his career, the absurd shit that he has done to get famous before becoming the best. And like I said, using everything from the guy that signed him and produced a lot of his original stuff to, you know, there was someone that the Who Dat is a reference that also Iggy Azalea used in her stuff. So it could be that he was referring that Eminem is like her. You know, here's your commercial bubblegum rapper. There's a lot of like, it's like body language or English or whatever, like not the language English, but like ball English, like how you're moving the thing. That this flow that it's actually pretty good, but you have to look at it not from this guy's trying to compete with Eminem, but this is a guy who competes only with himself, and he's going to make a shitload of references that you're going to have a hard time figuring out unless you're well schooled. The only reason that I caught on to it was that I've seen a lot of these reactions, and several of them have seen things that are like, oh yeah, it's this, or this is a reference to this. That put it all together is like, actually, this is a pretty comprehensive thing that this guy's put out in a freestyle, one shot. Eminem's thing that just briefly mentioned Melle Mel was a produced track with, you know, composed lyrics. And yes, Eminem can battle rap. We know this. But that's the thing, is like, let's get the two of them together back and forth like that, trying to make each other laugh or some shit. Get each other to corpse or crack up in the middle of their verse. There's more to it than just the words, right? So keep that in mind when watching all these people dog Melle Mel. The guy is one of the greats. He really is. That there is more to that track than meets the eye, and certainly than meets the person who's just reading the lyrics